Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem Free Houses, where last episode we started the game with our character dreaming of a pitched battle before entering one to assist the leaders of the titular Free Houses, culminating in Sophis saving us with her power to freeze and reverse time. However, the game barely started. We have now arrived at Garreg Mach Monastery, finding ourselves employed as a professor with a choice to soon be made. I would rub your tummy if I could. Most importantly, cats. Right, so one of our house leaders is ahead of us. They're talking about people. I bet I could take Casper in a fight. Bernadette was always in a room. They're just talking about this other students. Why are you talking about your own, peers? Your own classmates? What's a pity?
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hrespelk. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Sure, why not tell me about your class? Or your people?
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant. Arrogant, even. But there's little to be done. One day, I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
It looks to me like we're going to have a long period of time just hearing about everyone at the moment. Defining ability, imperial lineage, multiple experience by 1.2. Strengths and weaknesses and the whatnot too. What does swap display do? Oh, we can really zoom in if we wish.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
I'm sure he is.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Ire, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is perhaps too pleased with its own status.
Okay, do you have some kind of weird rivalry going on? I guess prime minister between royalty and not? How many people are there? So it's just this list here. Linhart next.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
What's wrong with napping? So they all have unique abilities too.
He's the second son of Count Bergliez. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
Casper. Strengths with punching people and axes. Interesting mix there.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
Bernadetta. Seems to be a bow person, maybe? Those strengths that they have. Dorothea next.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
Doesn't look like she's a commoner, does it? Though, compared to some of the other guys who are from proper families.
To the west of Fódlan is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
Oh, she looks cool. She's good with wings. Is that potential peg knight? Please? My affinity is strong. Well, that's one spoken to.
Huh?
Who are you? I'm a lady. Must be a new student. Everyone thinks of a student now, do they? I don't know how you get Dimitri to be your friend. Well, there's someone to speak to right here.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure.
As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Good job. With your nothing to report. That's exactly how it should be, right? Oh, you look kind of built up. You can't go past here? Well, poo to you. But we all know my affinity for previous Fire Emblem games is very much along the lines of...
Yes.
I get one crazy bowman, usually, in the end. They might not turn out too good, but then the Peg Knight. One Peg Knight all of a sudden just becomes insane. Those are my usual affinities. We spotted Claude, did we? I spotted lots of cats. Cats are the ones I want most. Well, I definitely know what kind of animal to keep. Scored a teaching gig, eh? Yeah, I did.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Sure. So let's get our introductions into everyone here as well.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
I don't know what the flag means under his strengths, but is his strength retreating? What a great strength to have.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
Technically, I live in Gloucestershire. Not in Gloucester, but in Gloucestershire. Not far away from Gloucester. So would he be my liege lord? Should have said I hail from the Leicester Alliance? I'm really quite close to Gloucester after all. Raphael.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and... actually, that's about it.
Oh, my shirts are starting like that, but not for the same reason as his big, burly, muscly self. Someone needs to get him a good tailor. Yeah.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
Ah, the good old parental pressure guy. Rats hit plus 20 is pretty good. Imagine that combos with bows pretty well. Oh, did I say this?
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
Lysithea, say it with me now. Marianne?
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
Yes, Marianne, sorry. Interesting how I'll always get names wrong, no matter what game we play.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
Adjacent male allies deal 3 extra damage during combat when next to her? I guess if you got a lot of males in your army, just, you know, the buff that would be given would be pretty insane, wouldn't it?
Leonie enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
I'm guessing she's quite a good bow person then, just by design, the hunter kind of side of things, what was said. I quite like the design with the orange thing around her waist. Right, we did score a teaching gig, but who are we looking at? This is the actual Golden Deer classroom, so I managed to actually miss all of the people of the red. Wait a second, wrong. Not red, but is red. That's the one.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
Wait, how do you forget? He's just... What? She just said...
It's like this.
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is... Marianne von Edmund. Are you joining the Knights of Saros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
See, she's got intriguing character traits.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
All your names are too long. I'll never remember your full names. I barely remember how to say your first name correctly.
Ah, you must be that renowned mercenary. Perhaps you'd like to join me for a cup of tea sometime. My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
Just saying about the useless joke earlier. Isn't that guy useless? Ah well, the games, they're crossing over. How dare voice actors appear in multiple game series.
What do you think?
Blessing us with their work.
The Golden Deer House is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan. We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
I guess when you come to it nowadays, if it's modern kind of translations, then a lot of our voice actors will have that crossover at this point in time.
Yes.
And if there's so many characters like there are in a Fire Emblem game that are voiced, then yeah, it's an extra level of more onto there. Right, how did I change the map again?
Okay.
He's forgot now. Right, so where are the rest of your red people?
Hey there.
That's what I'm wondering. So this is one of the locations I needed to go to. Oh, the actual classrooms are next to each other along that line. Oh, okay.
Hey there.
Looking at the map there, but she's decided to be in the mess hall, maybe because she really wants some food. Could have been that. So this is the Golden Deer.
Okay.
This is the Blue Lions. We spotted Sylvain. I should go check out the Black Eagles, not the red.
This is the classroom of the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Our house leader is Princess Edelgard. There are many other nobles among our ranks as well.
Some bird just fluttered past me like an owl hooting. What the hell? Hi, kiddies. I thought I heard an owl then. Oh well, let's go in and check out the Black Eagles places. Oh god, I read that wrong. I love broody boys. You love broody boys? What? Okay then.
What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right? I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family, the Empire's foremost house. Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
I wonder if you don't join them if they become like straight antagonistic towards you, like we hate you now.
Well now, you don't have a familiar face. What brings you here? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the Academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
Oh no, please don't let your personality be entirely wrapped up in what you were formerly rather than what you are now.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Linhard, goodbye.
Sheesh, Linhard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
Well, Caspar, you're cool. Linhart, goodbye.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fódlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
Okay, so she's... Maybe where she comes from, she talks more casually. And she's trying to put on airs and graces, right? That's what I got out of that conversation there. Doesn't sound like it quite fit her, did it?
Hello.
Right, so, with all these cats everywhere as well. Seems like with so many characters around, the frame rate does take a few dips by the look of it. Dimitri, let's speak to you.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
Your last name did. It sounded very Welsh. Blathid? Didn't look like how it was pronounced, that's for sure. Right, let's talk more about you, Dimitri.
Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
What? He's so acquiescent. Well, he's also got those really nice gains off that first level up too, so... I mean, wasn't it defense, strength, and several other... Well, 2 other stats along with HP? It's pretty good gains. Dedue. Dedue?
Dedue was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
Polnareff? Sure. He's very, 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 very JoJo's. If unit takes no action except wait, grants defense +4 for 1 turn. What's the defense at already? 8. So these are the heavily defensive, chunky guys, are they? Good armor knight, do you reckon?
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy. He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime.
So he is a lone wolf, is he, from his stats? Are you the typical kind of swordmaster-ish archetype? I don't know.
He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
Oh, he is a kind of thiefish kind of thing, but it's not his strength. Strength seems to be in bows and big old axes. Again, another fast melee.
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
Okay then. Skirt chaser Sylvain.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
So is Mercedes. When healing an ally with white magic unit recovers the same amount of HP. Live to serve is a cool trait. What a cool ability that is!
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery. She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
Strengths of axes and spells of various types, though her magic stat obviously leads her to another cool thing there. Ingrid. How's Annette?
Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
Ah. Horse plus wing equals spears plus Pegasus? I don't know. Lady Knight. Is this the childhood friends squad over here, by the way, as well?
I appreciate your effort.
I wanted to speak to more of the guys in there, but it seems that I've completed my quest. Don't move me on. I suppose she returned Rhea. Indeed I do. Continue exploring, thank you. I haven't actually spoken to everyone I wish to speak to. You can't... Look how many cats there are!
Okay.
Why didn't I go to school here?
This classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri. All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Hey.
Hey, Skirt Chaser.
Well, well. It must be my lucky day today.
Oh.
Being approached by such a beauty. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
I forgot that I was in a feminine shell for that 2 seconds there. I was wondering what the... Well, I'm glad you see the webcam there. Alright.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you. This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude. Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
Sure thing. Well, Felix, Ingrid, and Sylvain are old friends, are they?
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled. And he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I should make yours too, Mr. Arrogance over there.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery?
Oh, mercy! Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about?
Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers' Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend.
I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
I suppose I should return to Rhea. Okay, now it's actually logging me as maybe of having talked to everyone. Mercedes. It's not Mercedes, it's Mercedes. So I'm just going to point out, whenever I pronounce the name wrong in any Let's Play, this is how impossible it is. Even with commonly written out names, you just don't know how their name's actually pronounced. Ever! I don't even know how the word pronounce is pronounced. I probably pronounced that wrong. Probably all the words are gobbledygook. I don't know. I've spoken to everyone, and the game knows that, so I guess I should move back now.
Okay.
Mercedes. Okay. So basically, I can never, ever score. So don't get on my back when I fail.
Yes.
Alright, back up to the audience chamber we go. That's what I'm doing.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Which house will I choose? Here we go. Well, I think at this point, I'm kind of slightly locking myself in here with thoughts of people. It looks like we have a Peg Knight, we have a crazy good healer, we have a slightly JoJo's character. We've got a skirt chaser, we've got an arrogant swordsman. I feel like more of their stuff rubbed off on me. And we've got an earnest boy in the guise of a certain Dimitri at the top. Let's go with that. Though, of course, I live in the Leicester Alliance's kingdom. I like Sleepy Girl. And then I like Petra. Petra, see the amount of names. But then, of course I remember more about these guys because these are the ones I just visited. Shall I go with the earnest boy as the selling point for all this here? I think I'll go blue. If only there was a team green.
So you have chosen the Blue Lions led by Dimitri, correct?
Gives you a chance to back out.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fódlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers' Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Okay then, we picked a side, and now we have to fight.
Wait, does this mean our new professor is... No, I really can't believe it! But I was speaking to you so casually, as though we were companions. Oh, I am so sorry, Professor. You just look the same age as the rest of us, and... Oh, and I'm sorry I just said that too. I really must watch my tongue.
I don't mind if you treat me as a friend. It's the only option I get. But let me just do one of the things. I've prepared several little layouts here. Now that I've chosen my family and all, I can change to one of them a little bit. Does that look a little bit better? Our allegiance is there for all to see.
You say that, but I just don't know about all of this.
I'll admit, it doesn't sit well with me either. After all, we wish to show you due respect.
Sure, but if the professor says it's okay, shouldn't that be enough? That is, if your highness can consent to such a thing. After all, we're already speaking this way to our future king, so we may as well relax our speech with our professor too, right?
Well, we're not in the kingdom, so it only goes to follow that we should all speak companionably. I concede. If the professor says it's fine, we ought to accept that kindness gratefully.
As for me, I'm not sure I can manage.
You don't have to force yourself if it's too difficult. You're fine with that too, right, Professor?
Such benevolence is a sight to behold. I don't suppose you would care to join me for tea. We could discuss education and marriage.
Control yourself, Sylvain. I have more important matters to discuss with our new professor. Come to the training ground later. There, you will show me what you're capable of.
You aren't wasting any time, are you, Felix? As it were, count me in for any such battle.
Pardon me, but I would also love to observe you in battle for future reference, if that's okay with you.
Ash, I won't have you speak of merely watching. You should join us as well.
If you get injured, simply say the word and I'll patch you up straight away.
Your Highness, do take care not to go overboard.
You worry too much to do. I'll be fine, I promise.
My companions, is there not something inherently wrong with crossing blades as a way to bond with each other?
Huh, I never thought of it that way. Well, if that's how you feel, I suppose you'll just stay behind while the rest of us are at the training ground?
Ingrid, my dearest friend, you really are too harsh on me.
Well then, Professor, what do you think? As you can see, the Blue Lion House is a lively bunch, but you'll find none who work harder. I'm certain we'll cause our fair share of trouble, but I'm very much looking forward to the year ahead.
I'd just like to point out, I'm the professor. Don't I get to choose? I mean, like, you can't just go, we're going to the battlefield. No, I'm the teacher. This is my choice. I didn't wish to fight you, brats. Now it's attention for everyone. That's how I'm supposed to be as a professor, right? God. Impudent whelps. Gotta teach them who's boss. That's how we gotta do things. Auto battle as well. Allows your units to act independently for one turn. Interesting. There are new places to explore in the monastery. Okay. Received 1000 G from the Church of Celios as funding for this month's activities. What activities? It was a birthday on the 17th.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now.
And you believe I have a crest then, do you? It better not be painful.
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
Do what you can to find out, or there's no need to look into it. I guess you would know if your family bloodline had stuff, but by the look of it, it looks like it can skip generations too. Should we find out if I've got a crest? Let's just check out my insides, Professor Hanneman.
Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
I'm still here. They're talking about me behind my... well, literally behind their backs. In a sense.
With each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month, and when.
Okay, we've got a calendar. The monastery schedule features different events on different days. Each week you will have one day off, when you may choose an activity from the list. Your only option at first will be explore. Okay then, we can't actually go back in these pages anymore. Select the calendar with the directional buttons to view the schedule. Explore, seminar, battle, or rest. Well, I guess we're doing the first one. What's the statistics thing, actually? Statistics cannot be accessed because online play is disabled in the options. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'll enable it next time. So it's my first day off. We've got a house rivalry battle is in 3 days. Ferdinand's birthday is also coming up. Hubert's birthday we've missed. Poor Hubert. No one will celebrate his birthday for another year. He does not get celebration from my hands. Let's explore the monastery. That bell, man. So this is my room. I thought I heard a girl's voice, but I must have been imagining things. No, I didn't hear a girl's voice. I heard a duh. Alright, well, we've got the bulletin board, which we can just look up for quests. Okay. Greetings all. Please assist me by catching a delectable fish for the Saint Cephian, oh god, celebration. Albinian herring, a Caledonian gar, and insect larva would be gained, and some renown. Okay. Visit the dining hall to unlock the ability to fast travel there. Oh, that's a fast travel option? Okay. So, Deju has one too. I'd like some help growing some vegetables. He has a garden. And Sylvain is in the dining hall wanting to share a meal. Ladies preferred. Oh. Wait. If I share a meal with you, you're going to give me a fish, an onion, and some turnips. What the hell? No weekly announcements, though. So, fishing, vegetable growing, and eating. That's my time today, by the look of it. So. Hello, Setef.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
Between Trails series, or Trails of Cold Steel, and Three Houses, I'm having to deal with a lot of schools where there are nobles and commoners and a bit of a weird dynamic between them, aren't I? Maybe we should ask. What should you ask?
I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring to a different class.
Okay. Do you want to join my class?
His Highness has said that he trusts you, and I have no cause for doubt. But if you mistreat him in any way, I will take action.
Ooh, you're overprotective.
I have a request.
You do you? Grow plants in the greenhouse. Take deduce seeds and ask the greenhouse keeper how to grow and harvest crops. Sure, the dish I would like to make, but I need more of a certain vegetable to do so. I was planning to grow it from seeds in the greenhouse, but if you'd like to help, that'll take a bit. Right, you're an actual mainish kind of thing. Well, I'll ignore you and I'll do the sides for now. I missed it. I think I just caught it in view, but whatever flew past me.
Hey, Teach. I hear there's gonna be a mock battle between the houses. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit concerned about facing an elite mercenary like you. Maybe take it easy on us. What do you say?
Elite mercenary, am I?
Oh, Professor, have you adjusted to life at the academy yet? Me, I'm still not used to it. I'm not one for all this studying and training.
What's with the being lazy lady? Right, so let's bring up the big... I was kind of hoping that would actually tell me exactly where I'm supposed to go to a garden. Should we just go into the green areas? Or actually, maybe straight ahead this way, when I look at it now. Maybe straight ahead this way would be a good idea to go to. Oh, the dormitory. I haven't been here yet. Technically, I just came out of here, but thank you for showing me the cutscene now. You want to lose to who?
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if I have to.
It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
Okay, cool, but apprentice, daughter, I think I outrank you.
I was just heading back to my room. Bye!
Okay, bye then.
I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
Oh, I've done a bad thing today.
Professor? Hey, Professor. If you got spare time, wanna join me for a trip into town? There's an inn that serves the most amazing food. It's one of my favorite places to eat. You simply must come try it with me.
Okay, well I'll
Professor,
view the quest because we're gonna do the
small
quest.
favor to ask.
If I have to eat in that filthy dining hall, I prefer to invite a cute girl to dine with me beforehand. I'll find out her favorite food so I can order them. She's happy, I'm happy, and Mr. Move. Pretty great, huh? Okay. Talk to the dining staff for details. Try sharing a meal with others in the dining hall. So you want me to dine with you? Or you just want me to talk to dining staff and invite someone, really? You're nervous about the mock battle? I'll be fine. I won't beat you in the head too hard. Oh, it looks like the fishing's over there. Alright, it did look like a greenhouse. And fishing pond. Will the fish get piped in from up on high?
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps. I could just forget all about my assignment.
Now I'm feeling sleepy too. Well, that's not a good idea. Let's go with him. We're failing at being a teacher, but succeeding at schmoozing.
Anyway. Oh, did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed.
Ah, you're quite interesting. You seem well informed on the subject.
My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
That's kind of cool. Get to learn little bits about our buddies here. Right then, so how do I plant some stuff, Greenhouse Keeper? We're doing some gardening. By gardening, you can harvest all kinds of crops. Flowers, for instance, make great gifts. Some people might even decorate their rooms with the flowers you give them. Use the plant command to decide which seeds to use. More seeds mean a bigger harvest, while more compatible seeds will lead to higher quality. Use the cultivate command to pay the greenhouse keeper to look after your crop. The more you spend, the better your harvest will be. Professor level too low. It seems the upping things requires you to have a higher level too. Your crop will be ready 1 week after you plant your seeds. Use the harvest command to gather what you've grown. I guess I will plant some stuff. Dadooey seeds, yes. Whole 1 Dadooey seeds. Dadooey to grow a vegetable for him. Try planting in the greenhouse. Dadoo. Ugh. You offered seeds to the greenhouse keeper. Check back when you next explore the monastery on a free day. Alright, I can infuse with magic. I've infused it with magic. Hooray. Predicted yield is still the same. And nothing to harvest. We'll just pull out the seed again. So is that job done? Hey! Nice and fast. We got even more seeds, so we can cultivate them now. How many seeds can we put in? Oh, I get you. So we could put more seeds in, but not when we've already planted. We have to wait till next week now to be able to use it again. Damn you! I was tricked. I haven't actually picked up the fishing quest yet. So we need to find the actual source of that. You might... Fish keeper? That's what we call you. There's dogs too! Are all the dogs beagles?
Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us.
Oh, you pray away. So where do I need to go for this fishing one? Dining hall. Off we go then. Now all dogs beagles. This is the big question of life right now. So you can fast travel about as well, but only when you've visited an area for the first time. So I say, what's that way? Got Birdie flying over us again. Oh no, it's Peg Knight. It's Peg Knights everywhere!
Professor.
I'll come to you in a second. I'm going this way now.
Yes. I trust you're eager to face the Black Eagles in battle. Enjoy the thrill of anticipation while it lasts. Soon you'll wish you had chosen to lead our house instead.
Don't be too jealous that I chose another one.
If you continue to insist on distracting me, I will have no choice but to get rid of you. Joking, of course.
Okay. Mr. Menacing.
Listen to this.
Likes to play everything off as a joke.
Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement. I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though.
Nah, not a chance, probably. Should I play into it or not?
Seriously? You should really work on your self-confidence if you're planning on being a professor.
But as a professor, I was trying to work on your self-confidence. God.
What?
Who are you?
I care nothing of friendship. If you have no business here, leave.
Great first line. I care nothing of friendship. Right, which way is it to the, what's up here? Ooh. Doesn't look like I can do anything up here as of yet. In fact, I can't get anywhere near the building's doors or anything. It just looks like a high location for this period of time. I should head into the actual school grounds. I'm just going around them at the moment. There's no door at the back. Of course there isn't.
Professor.
Oh, thank you for the luck.
Hello.
I won't need it, surely. There's another bulletin board in there. There's the dining hall. Nope. That's not a dining hall, you idiot! Just because it has tables. It's a classroom. I mean, we could let them eat in class. We have to eat our lunch in class. God.
Do you know the provenance of our class name? The eagle. That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor. Hence, black eagles.
So, why is your other motif red? The blood that we carve from our enemies. Something like that? Hello, spoke to you.
Yes, it's true that I'm the only commoner in the Black Eagle house. I knew that before the first day of class. Those people are simply exhausting.
Right then, another classroom.
Hi.
Hi.
This is the Golden Deer House. You're in charge of a different class, right? Too bad we won't see more of each other. I'm happy to learn from you if the opportunity comes up.
Okay, we'll keep reading.
Our house is that of the Golden Deer. Do you know the significance of that name, Professor? Golden deer are sacred creatures, said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial. All three of the houses have a meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
It's weird. From like the kind of like seconds of each class, I am getting that weird kind of antagonistic vibe off them now that I didn't choose them. They hate me now. Found the dining hall at last. Ah, you just reminded me of Neffany? Oh my goodness, yeah.
Okay.
Neffany. What a great character too.
Hello, Professor. I have a teeny tiny question for you, if that's all right. You haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, a scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you?
Looking for someone then?
Well, yes. It's a bit difficult to explain. Please just let me know if you do see him, okay?
Sure thing.
Indeed.
Indeed.
As part of our commitment to the goddess, the knights undertake various missions across all of Fódlan. Assisting with the education of young nobles is also a part of our sacred duty.
I'm glad it is. So where's my quest inside here?
Yes. I hear a member of House Fresfel, the ruling family of the Empire,
has entered the Officers' Academy for the first time in ages. It is said that the Adrestian Empire's very founding was aided by none other than Saint Seros. That is why the crest of Seros is on the Imperial flag. In recent years, a rift has developed between the Empire and the Church. Let us hope this will be a good opportunity for both parties to reforge their close relationship of years past.
Sounds like someone had an incredibly bad throat injury at some point in time here.
Here's an idea. There are two types of crests. Major crests manifest their power most effectively, while minor crests are slightly weaker. It is said that the closer a person's blood relation is to various saints and heroes, the higher their chance of bearing a major crest. Of course, there are also examples of major crests manifesting in children whose parents bear no crest whatsoever. The exact nature of how and why crests are inherited is still a mystery.
Now, we haven't done some very good study now, have we?
Yes.
We can go to an over-the-shoulder look, can you? Okay. This is the dining hall, right? Where am I now? I can't figure out where I'm going to pick up this quest. There was no quest guy in there.
All right. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. By the by, have you ever regretted a decision and wished you could go back and undo it? It's too bad there's no lesson for how to turn back the old clock, huh? But I suppose a bad decision isn't worth all that fuss anyhow.
Well, speaking of this... Can't go past it, you don't have any business here yet. Seems there's some weird horses out there. Right, where is the dining hall? Found it, finally. It only took me a billion time.
Here at the monastery, I have had many great learnings from many great people. I am hopeful to have learnings from you, too. As forever, I will do my best trying.
Okay, I got you wrong then. You're not trying to put on polite speech, or your speech structure of your place is different, or you're learning the language, or something like that. Interesting speech pattern. That's for sure.
Hello there, Professor. Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself.
Well, where can I visit you then? That's the first thing I'd ask.
Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have.
Alright, a quest is
Might
here.
you help me with a favor?
The fresh catch. We can go fishing now. We know at least where the fish keeper is. And keep building up this renown. Right, so we spoke to you. There he is. Felix over here. Do you want to fight me again, do you?
I'm busy. Do you want something?
You're polite. I was hoping to spar with you, yeah.
I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
Gotta build that support level, right? The dining staff here.
Ugh, I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
Ah, he's gotta get those gains. Right, today's special or full menu. Oh, share a meal with smiley people? Select the first person you'd like to share a meal with. Okay. And you, because you're smiley too? Yes. I don't know what the smiley will do, but we're having sagat and cream. Maybe they really like sagat and cream. That could be the thing.
Today's dish was so good. Oh, but not as good as your homemade sweets, Mercy.
You're too kind. Maybe I'll bake some for you next time, Professor.
Alright, bondsman, the three of you grew stronger. The two of you invited and more motivated because they really, really liked the meal. But I did notice as we went into that, the time, or like, whatever was up there with the 1 on it is just moved to 0. So I'm a bit worried that's going to move me along before I get to do my fishing quest now or something. Was that, like, my main objective for this quest time? Oh, I gained Professor level. I am the more educated educator. You now have more activity points for exploration. You will now receive more monthly funds for activities.
Nice. I knew I could count on you.
Yeah, to not have a dinner with you. So you're getting right to it. I'm impressed to find someone who's more proactive than I am. Nice going, Professor. Alright then, next time will be my turn. Alright, quest complete there. We got all our goodies there. It hasn't moved us on. But it looks like speaking with my house leader might be the end. And I used up basically 1 unit of time of doing something. And no matter what, I was going to do what the quest asked me to, so I don't feel like I've missed out on anything. It's fine by me. All these kitties! Right, let's go around here. That's the wrong way around. This is the path I want to take. I already spoke to you guys, haven't I? So which means I'm quite on the way of the fish keeper. Oh, well, I managed to go completely the opposite way of the dining hall. Sounds like me, doesn't it?
Hey there.
Sounds like me indeed. So little circles on the mini-map as well, when you can see them at the bottom. Don't know what house people are from on top of that. As in yellow, blue, red. Would like to fish in the pond? Sure. Show me how to fish. To begin fishing, first select your bait. Wait until you see a silhouette of the fish you want to catch, and then press the A button to hook it. Don't wait too long though, or the fish will escape with the bait. Press the A button when the circle overlaps to reduce the stamina of the hooked fish. Once its stamina is depleted, you will have successfully caught the fish. So I want to get it in the middle one. Oh, here we go. If your line breaks, the fish will escape. Durability of the fishing line increases with progressive level. So I get better as I get more educated educator. My fishing line gets stronger. Makes sense?
Onwards.
Repeated excellent timing will create combos that reduce the fish's stamina quickly. If you land excellent timing at all opportunities, you will net a more valuable fish than usual.